What's going on, world? Welcome back to the Missing Piece, Answers for Today's Artists. I'm your knowledgeable host, KwaShonne, here to give you the information that made you click on this video. What are we talking about today, KwaShonne? Y'all already know what we're talking about, man. My favorite thing, y'all see how spiffy and fly I am, man? It's a special day. It's a holiday. I get to talk about my favorite subject. How do I plan a rollout? So listen, this is one of my, y'all know me, y'all hear KwaShonne talk about all the time. This season that y'all been watching this, y'all already know, y'all done heard it a million times of how important that I think a rollout is. It is the lifeblood when it comes to an artist trying to get their music out or just build a community, a fan base, or whatever you're trying to build. A rollout is always needed. Whether it's small or massive, like you need to have a rollout, right? To reach your target audience and beyond. Like that's just number one, that's important. So, okay, so KwaShonne, how do I plan a rollout? So the first step into planning your rollout is that you need to know your content. I know that sounds like kind of like crazy, but let me dive a little deeper. Let me explain to you what I mean by that. It's like you're releasing a single, right? The single is about I'll talk y'all language for a minute. It's about stacking those bricks, right? You're stacking those bricks in your single, right? So what would be a good way to, you're talking about stacking bricks, so you don't need to plan your rollout or do a generic rollout of, oh, I'm just going to be talking to a girl, or I'm going to sit down and just, you know what I'm saying, create content around relationships, right? That don't make no sense. If I'm talking about stacking bricks or money or stuff like that, like why am I doing unnecessary stuff, right? You need to tailor your, well, basically what I'm saying is you need to tailor your rollout to your content. Because I mean, if they juxtaposing this shit, I guess that can work. And that's some very, you know what I'm saying, extrinsic, that's a word I just made up. Them very artistic guys that just like doing something that just like shock value and stuff like that, maybe that works for that. But like, you know, what you need to do is like make sure that you know your content. So like you can actually tailor this rollout to where it's memorable. Cause like doing just random stuff, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. People forget that very, very quickly. We already have like small attention spans out here. So you need to make sure that you're shooting with a sniper and not a buckshot, right? You're looking for your core audience. So once you have a deeper understanding of your project, you can brainstorm on different ways and different things that you can do to make your rollout great. So let's go back to our initial example. I'm gonna talk about what I always talk about, what I know. So say you got an R&B single that's coming out, right? One of the best things that you can do is start doing maybe like a series on TikTok or something of that nature to where you're giving out relationship advice, right? This could be a song about that. That is like a part of the rollout. That's one thing. Like I know that I'm talking about a relationship. I'm talking about healing and growth in this R&B song. So why don't I give out relationship advice to help it flow, to help it go further than what it can go, or not further than what it can go. Definitely further if you just throw it out to the void, but to make sure that it reaches the maximum number of people that it can reach. Because one of the biggest things is that if you don't know how to plan a rollout, right, you can search online and you can find 30-day rollout plans. Those things are available. They are out there and stuff like that. But the reason that, you know, going back to the initial point I was talking about, the reason that you want to know your content is so that you can make it, you know what I'm saying, as precise as possible, because those 30-day rollout plans that you find online, they're very general. And nothing's wrong with that. They're good starters that you can get your feet in the door, and they have a lot of good things that I do endorse. Good things such as, you know, when you're starting and planning your rollout, you always want to let people know that you got something new going on and coming out. So things like refreshing your Instagram page. Some people do the method where they snatch everything off, like everything that was attached to all the older music that I did or whatnot. Now that we're in a new alignment, a new paradigm, they snatch all that stuff off. They archiving it is better. Don't ever just delete shit off your page. That's a little gem too. Don't delete any of your content, because sometimes you may need to go back and recycle some of that content. But definitely, you know, some people archive it. That's a method. That's something that they do to let people know, like, okay, something's happening. Something's finna be big, you know what I'm saying? So one thing that I definitely do when it comes to creating a rollout, I'm very old school. Y'all know KwaShonne is old school. We talk about this a lot, and it's a lot of things that fit into that paradigm. I pull out my whiteboard, right? So I know the content I know the subject matter of the content, right? This is the theme of it. This is what it is. Okay, cool. So now we finna go to the whiteboard. go to the whiteboard, and now we finna map out what can be certain things. Like, we talked about the 30-day rollout plan. That's like a lot of general stuff. But now, you know what I'm saying, you can look at that. You can even take some stuff from that, but we need to try to hone in on something that's going to be memorable. Because what we're trying to, if you haven't got it by now this far in the episode, what we're trying to do is create, or what you need to do is create an experience that's tied to whatever you're putting out, whether it's a single or whether it's the album, right? Because when you create an experience, that's what gets locked into people's brain, right? Like, people can associate, oh, I remember when I did this on XYZ day, and I remember KwaShonne's song coming on. And so every time that I hear that song, because it was such an experience or whatnot, or I remember when he put up, I remember when I got on Instagram one day, and he had this, he was giving out this kind of advice or different things like that. It just stuck with me. Or he did this therapy series where he was giving out different therapy tips throughout the week leading up to the single that he released. Like, seeing him map that out and deal with that all the way up to this single made me anticipate it. And that experience was so dope and unique that, yeah, one, I'm finna go rush to hear this song, because and that's another thing too. I mean, that's something that we can talk about later. If the rollout was actually good, you know what I'm saying, or if it was worth something. Yeah, I mean, it definitely needs to be worth something, because that's what's gonna make people want to get in and tap in with you, right? But building that anticipation up, giving them something to remember leading up to that single, is what's gonna make them be like, damn, that was a dope ass experience. Whether it's doing like a little mini concert or something, right, where you're going through older music and stuff like that, that's an experience. Like, oh yeah, we doing like a little sip and chill or whatnot, come out. We're gonna do like a little mini concert and all these songs, and then you may preview the song there, right? That's all a part of your rollout. These are things that you have to think about when you're thinking about, these are the things that you need to know and have in consideration when you're creating your music. You know what I'm saying? Because, sometimes, a lot of times we get lost in the art. We'll be in there creating, doing different things like that and not anticipating. Me, when I'm in the studio, that's one thing that I always try to do. When I rap a song, I'm listening to it a few times, I'm like, okay, what is the way that we can roll this out, that it'll be fine? Like, what can I do? Like, listening to like the hook, the chorus, whatever I can pull out of it. I try to find inspiration within the song to build the rollout for it. Because if I can find something to do that's dope, that's gonna go viral, it could go viral, or just reach out to your core audience and pull them in. I'm telling you, man, that's gonna make them be like, oh man, you seen this cool thing that artist A did, artist B did? I know that they're gonna do something. Like, something's coming out. Case in point, let's talk about it. Y'all know I love Drake. There's no secret here at The Missing Piece. We love Drake. Most of us love Drake. I love Drake. Yeah. Yeah, because what did I miss? What did I miss? Y'all boys switching up on the game. Nah, but anyway, man. Within this new album that he's finna release, Iceman, right? He released his single, What Did I Miss, right? And theme along with the Iceman. For that video, he released him working at an ice shop cutting ice bricks, right? So he pulled out of the song What Did I Miss? He talked about, Tiffany Blue Ice Stones, and then he was also, and of course everybody knows that the name of the album is Iceman. So for that initial video, what he did was he played up on that. And then even within that, how he took it farther, what was really, really dope, they have trucks. He did a live stream. He was in the ice truck, a truck that, where they used to transport the ice and stuff like that. And of course, on the side of it, it had Iceman on it. It had What Did I Miss on it or whatnot. And he drove through the streets of, I don't know where he was. I don't know if he was back in Toronto. I don't know if he was in Houston. Y'all know he had a house, wherever the hell he was. Like, that was a part of his rollout. When that song came out that night, because it's kind of like they did the song, they like debuted that song live. He was in the outfit that he was in the video. He probably shot the video a while ago. He was in the outfit that he was in the video, hopped in that ice truck, and they was driving around on stream in that truck. Boom, rollout. Simple thought, Iceman, the album's coming out. I'm in an ice truck. I got it on there. People can pre-save. They can go and listen to What Did I Miss right now. See, that's something that people are going to remember. Like, people that were standing on that street, they're going to remember, damn, bro, I remember when Drake was driving around in that big-ass ice box truck, and that nigga was bumping Iceman and shit like that, and that nigga called him a pussy, bro, and he told that nigga he'll fold him up. That did happen. I don't know if y'all seen the video. That nigga called Drake a pussy while he was driving that truck. He was like, what you say? No, don't hide now. Yeah, we'll 4 dots. I said, hell no. Hey, y'all better stop playing with that man. That man got money. That boy will get you out of here, man. Don't never play with nobody that got money. That's what my uncle used to tell me. Hey, man, you know how much that man worth? You better stop talking crazy to him, boy. You won't be here tomorrow, bro. That's a whole nother episode for a whole nother day. We ain't even gonna really get into that. So, like, being honest, like, there should be a level of you being very meticulous when it comes to your art. As much as you love creating the art, you need to love thinking of different ways that you can roll out this art to where it's gonna reach the masses. It's gonna get in the hands of the people that you want to see them. And hell, probably some people that you don't. Because I mean, like that viral moment with Drake when he told that nigga he was gonna fold his ass up while he driving in that box. I'm pretty sure that got farther because of that clip than him actually driving around, right? So you never know what's gonna come out of that rollout, or how it's going to translate, or how it's going to get into the hands of other people. But people are going to remember that. They're going to remember, what did I miss? And they're going to go and stream the song and run it up, right? Outside, I mean, there's other reasons why they're going to do it too, you know what I'm saying? Because of that beef and stuff like that. So, you know, people are going to do that, right? I mean, I guess like the biggest things that I can give y'all is too, because it's like one of the biggest things as well, like, because I scream it to all my juniors, is that, you know what I'm saying, you don't need to just be releasing your music into the void. Me and Dundee, shot an episode of the Missing Piece podcast, and that was one of the points that we was talking about on that too. Like, it's important to have that rollout because there's a stat. YZ, I don't know if you remember that stat. It was a stat that people said, did I write that down? I think I wrote it down somewhere. Yeah. Check this out, YZ. There are over 2 million songs on DSPs, and over 46% of them have 0 to 10 streams.
I think my distributor too, they also, if you have less than 1,000 streams, I think they take your songs off in like 3 months. So,
wow.
Yeah, something like that. Don't quote me.
For sure.
But something like that. So I think at least for Spotify, they're cracking down on
They are.
Like that, yeah.
They are. Like, that's been a thing too that I seen, because they was talking about that last year, and I wasn't sure if it had actually like went through or not. But that's the thing too. Like, now y'all, another episode for another day, why it's so important for you to be on your game. Like, things like this is the reason that you need to be doing a rollout and not just throwing your music out there. Because at this point now, you think about all that money, all that time you spent getting this single, this project and stuff together, and if you don't reach 1,000 in 3 months, swip.
But don't quote me.
But don't quote him, right? I know. What it was if you don't reach 1,000 in 3 months, they don't monetize you. You don't get no money for it. And you know that, like, we already get pennies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
so now I don't even get no pennies no more because I ain't crossed over 1,000.
It would make sense then why Spotify got the discovery mode and all these types of things that they're...
Because they do have tools as well, and that's another thing as well that I definitely want to touch on, right, while you're doing your rollout, utilizing the tools that your DSP services offer, right? Those are fine. Like, I'm with DistroKid, and DistroKid has the templates and different things like that you can use, right? Those are great and awesome to use in your rollout, right? But don't rely too much on those. You can use those like maybe once or twice, but use those as building blocks to step on. Another thing, we're gonna talk about it because I mean, it's no reason to not use it. You know, we got AI. AI's here. ChatGPT is here, and all this kind of stuff. Sit down with it. Sit down with Chat, man. Sit down with Chat and say, hey, Chat, I'm giving you this game for free, man. Like, this is free. Like, this is, you know what I'm saying? This is how much I care about y'all and seeing y'all winning. Hey, Chat, I just created this song. This is the name of the song. This is the subject matter on the song. Can you help me formulate a rollout for this song that'll be memorable and reach my audience, my core audience, and people outside of my core audience? And you sit there and you just talk back and forth with Chat, and it'll help you ideate on certain ideas for your rollout, right? Because, I mean, it's here. Why not use it? It's a tool, man. Like, you can't, like, we don't need to be running away from AI. Hell, AI is making beats now. Hell, AI is writing and creating full-ass songs. You might as well use it to your advantage, because guess what? A tool is only as good as its user, right? So use AI. Sit down with Chat or whatever AI tool that you use, man, if you need that extra oomph for ChatGPT. Or you can come sit down with me, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been doing this for years on years and years, and I love, you know, ideating and stuff like that. And while we're doing that, I'm going to use Chat a little bit too. But, you know, sometimes Chat is good for when you need it, but it's always good also, too, to have somebody that you can echo off with a real person and different things like that, right? So it's a dichotomy to it, right? Don't rely too heavily on it, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying, don't underuse it. Those are two things that I definitely want to give y'all that y'all definitely need to know. What else do I have for you guys while we're here? I mean, stuff that you guys already know, man. Like this, we're in an age of short attention spans. Like back in the day, we used to have 5-minute songs. Man, you get luck, man. We got 1:30 songs now. Y'all like these songs and shit. Hey, we got interludes now. We got albums full of interludes, man. So like that's why it's very, very important that you execute on a rollout, that you form and plan a rollout, because if you don't, man, you're just gonna get lost to the wind and you're gonna be in that 46+ percentile of under 1,000 streams, and then you're gonna get penalized for it. It sucks. It's not fair, but that's the world we in, right? These major companies are going to do whatever they need to do to keep as much money as they can, right? To fill their pockets. So as an independent artist or maybe a signed artist, everybody can use this information. Please, please, please take the time. Please take the time to formulate your rollout, right? And, you know what I'm saying, while we're here, if you need help formulating your rollout, man, down in the description, you can reach out to me and we can book your Rollout Roadmap session where you can come and sit down with KwaShonne for 2 hours, and guess what? We're going to get that rollout right, man. We're going to get you right, man. When you leave here, you're going to have a direct map of step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of what you need to do and promoting whatever it is, whether it's your single or your album, right? So, I mean, we ain't going to drag this video on too long. I think I pretty much said everything that needs to be said, man, giving y'all some good tips and stuff like that. If y'all need more, man, check out all the other videos that we have. I want to thank y'all so much for watching. If you know an artist out there that needs to hear this information or any of the other information that we have on the Missing Piece podcast, please make sure you like, share it to them, and subscribe. I already talked about the Rollout Roadmap, so the last thing that I'm going to leave y'all with is if you're an artist out there and you're looking for a team that cares about you, that wants to see you grow and develop and disrupt, make sure y'all visit smg.ventures, man. And I'll see y'all soon. KwaShonne out. Peace.